That was amazing. That resonated so much. I kind of was just sitting there digesting for a moment. Thank you so much. How many has grandparents that are still on this plane? Count yourself very, very lucky, because once they're gone, and that wisdom does go with them. This next song, sorry, I'm getting emotional. I had a step-grandmother, and she used to always say, even when I was little, she's like, you gotta go get some. Go get some. And this song is about getting some. About getting some love. Thanks, Grandma Barbara. But it's alright. Yes, it's alright. You might just get to grow. Feel it in my soul. You stole the show, but it's you got to get yourself home, yeah. Feel in the sun. You've been handed away, yeah. You can taste it on your skin. It's love. You got to get some love. You gotta get some.
In honor of Grandparents' Day, this is a reading by Elena Bernabé. Grandma, how do you cope with pain? With your hands, honey. If you do it with your mind instead of relieving pain, it toughens it even harder. With your hands, Grandma? Yes, our hands are the antennae of the soul. If you move them, knitting, cooking, painting, playing, or sticking them in the ground, you send care signs to the deepest part of you, and your soul lights up because you're paying attention to it. Then signs of pain will no longer be necessary. Hands are really that important? Oh yes, my dear. Think of babies. They start to know the world through the touch of their hands. If you look at the hands of old people, they tell you more about their life than any other body part. Everything that is done by hand is said to be done with the heart. Because it's really like this. Hands and heart are connected. Masseuses know well. When they touch someone with their hands, they create a deep connection. It is precisely from this connection that healing comes. Think of lovers. When they touch their hands, they make love in a more sublime way. My hands, Grandma. For so long I haven't used them like this. Oh, move them, my love. Begin to create with them, and everything within you will begin to move. The pain will not pass away, and instead what you do with them will become the most beautiful masterpiece, and it won't hurt anymore, because you have been able to transform its essence.
Right, so I have the privilege of growing up knowing my four grandparents, and that is a rare blessing. So I feel it right here all the time, and remembering them. And I even got to know my great-grandmother, Teresa. So that was also a rare blessing, and I'm so grateful for it, and today makes me even more grateful for it. And in my family, wisdom is passed down through sayings, especially through my grandmothers and my mother. And so one of our sayings is that giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. Another one that I remember is, it's in Spanish. They would say, no da el que tiene, sino el que quiere. The giver is not the one who has, the giver is the one who wants to give. So it's nothing to do with having. Giving has nothing to do with having. It's about wanting to give. So, this is the moment in our service where we practice giving. And another saying is, giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. So we practice giving freely, like the sun does, like our grandparents have. So we have ushers that will come around with baskets if you would like to give in cash or in check. There are actually many ways to give here at Althea. We're especially grateful for those that are set up recurring donations. Thank you if you're here on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis. Thank you. We also have a gift jar at the back that's preset for $10 in contributions if you would like to do that with a credit card. You can also donate to the Althea website. There's a QR code on our program usually. And a special shout out, and I'll look to Rick if he's here, for an update. So right now we have a fundraiser going on. We're trying to enroll 1,000 people to give $100 each, especially for the interior renovations of the building. The exterior and a lot of other renovations have been taken care of and helped with funding from our here in Althea, but also from like historical and landmark societies. But the interior is up to us. Isn't that interesting? We get to work on the inside, and we get to take care of the inside. So far, we've had 18 abundant beings donate $100 each. And we get to keep growing it, but yeah, celebrate. May those contributions and those blessings return to those beings tenfold. All right, so ushers, if you'll bring up the basket, we will bless them all together, these contributions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you will say this offering about the statement with me. Ready? The universe provides all that I need and all that I give. With great joy I share my prosperity, planting seeds for a world I know. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. And now we would like to open it up to the prayers of the people. This is your chance to share with us what is on your heart. We have microphones ready. We'll come around the microphone. Right? There are microphones. Yes, they're right there. I haven't seen on the table. So just consider what. With this moment to request prayer. Just raise your hand. Last chance. Oh, we have one over here already.
Well, I just want to, in the spirit of Maria's sermon, I read an article this week about senior suicide, and it just broke my heart to think of that age when people should be celebrating life, and instead they feel as if they have no value. So, in the spirit of your sermon, thank you so much, and I pray that we can just really honor all of our elders. Thank you.
I would like to ask for prayers for our country right now. The tension, the anxiety, the feeling that we're going a direction we don't understand. That's all.
All right, there's also, you can submit on prayer request. And after the service, we have our prayer partners, Mike and Connie, right there. And they would be happy to pray with you, whatever is on your heart or your mind. All right, next up is Jenny with our announcements.
Thank you, Luis. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I think I might have been the only one that got the memo that we were encouraged to bring pictures of grandparents or any special object and put it on the altar. So I would offer this as a time so that, my people don't have to have top billing. It's nice. But do feel free to bring those up at any time. Our altar is meant to absorb the energy of this Sunday. So if you put an object up there, you get to take that object back, and it gets a little bit of mojo when you're done. So I'm Ginny. I am on the team that helps bring you amazing Sunday speakers like this. And so thank you again, Poria, for gracing our stage. And you are doing a deep dive today, yes? Okay, awesome. So if you were interested in this subject and you'd like to go into what we call a deep dive after we have lunch around 12:30-ish, you can meet Poria in Darwin's Den, I think is where, I don't know, it moves around a bit, but let's say it's Darwin's Den or the Historic Library, we'll find out which. You get to go in small groups for a facilitated discussion around these topics, so we highly encourage it. But we also highly encourage you to stick around and have lunch with us. And if you're new, this is your first time, or you haven't taken advantage of your first lunch, lunch is on us. And I want to point out a special group of first-timers over there. You may notice we have a contingent. Wave your hands, please, and say hello to us. Hello. This is a group called Job's Daughters International. And they picked us. One of the wonderful humans there chose us after they looked at our information online. Yay! So thank you so much for being with us today. And I think you're going to be able to stay, right? So you can talk to them a little bit more about the empowerment of young women, which is what they're all about. So we love that. So thank you so much for being with us today. Yeah. And next Sunday, we are going to be honoring our furry family, scaled family, feathery family, those animals that live with us. We're animals too, right? And so these are our friends. We want to honor them, especially any that you have lost recently. And one of the things we're doing is to collect stories about the best word that someone described to me were miracles that your pets have performed for you. Changes they've done in your life. I already have one story that someone handed to me today, and she didn't even know we were doing that. How psychically amazing is that, Jude? Yeah, Jude is powerful. Just go touch Jude. So send your stories into admin@altheacenter.org. Send it to that email address. And what we'd like you to do, if you're willing, is actually share the story, tell the story, right? So if we get 100 of these, we're going to have to select just a few. But if we'd like you, if you're ready to tell your story for us next Sunday, we were going to do an actual blessing of the animals, and I had falsely advertised that you could bring your animals next Sunday. And the answer was, we can't handle that in the sanctuary. So, I understand, because Jude talked about bringing a horse and a goat, which is awesome, and I hope she does. What we're going to do is have a blessing of the animals on another time outside, not connected to Sunday. Sounds like that was the saner way to do it than what I was trying to propose. So you'll hear more about that, but next Sunday will be all about our furry friends. So get ready for that. We have a ton of things. I'm going to try to go to these through these fast because my job is to announce what's coming. Gloria will be teaching an 8-week class every Tuesday night, beginning September 27th. You can sign up on the website. We have handouts that are going to be stationed all over the place. What we would love for you to do is take a few of these. If you need more, please let us know. We'll print them. And start sharing these throughout your community. Where you go do yoga, where you do meditation, that coffee shop that you hang out at. Please take this. This is an amazing deep dive into the principles and practices for turning Rumi's sacred poetry and teachings into portals for spiritual awakening and transformation. So imagine what you got to see today times 70. Okay, that's where you're going to go with this. Every Sunday, you can join Matthew Quigley for a 90-minute journey of breathwork, music, and yoga right here at Althea at 2 p.m. We will also do every Thursday, we do Community Connections on Zoom. This is free and open to all. It's a discussion group. Is Kathy Humphries here? I don't think I see her. She leads that, so please join us. And again, all of these things are online, so check us out at altheacenter.org. We're also saying, do you have a practice, a project, or a habit that you do, that you want to do rather consistently, but it's just not happening? Then you can join our accountability circles, which will be starting back up on Zoom. So again, we have another online offering starting tomorrow, actually, Monday evenings at 7 p.m. If you want to know more about that, ask Sarma. Sarma, raise your hand. Where are your girls? She's in the back. All right, Sarma can tell you more. We are going to the Colorado Symphony for a group outing in December, Too Hot to Handle. If you would like to know more about that, talk to Tim Wilson or sign up online. We had 55 people go together. We took over the DCPA. We scared them with our numbers. So maybe we can go past that even. You may have heard that we have this $100,000 that we're trying to raise, and And I have a plant in the audience who didn't get to do his job, so if you'll just pretend with me that this is the first time you're hearing about it. Do you know that we need 100 people to give $1,000?
No, you need 999.
Thank you. I think you said you were going to rush the stage and you were going to wave.
I can't, but I already turned it in.
Okay. We got to work on that. Okay, got to work on that. So yes, we are trying to raise that money. All it takes is 1,000 folks to give us 100, or 100 folks to give us 1,000, or both would be awesome. We could get a lot done. That is to celebrate our 100 years, by the way. This building is 100 years old. Also, about next Saturday, this was a special, special way that they wanted to describe this. Our pets are our teachers. We are forever changed by our relationships with them. Their intelligence, curiosity, loyalty, and presence are a healing force. So Mary Jo Honeyodis is going to take us through this. She'll be our guide next Sunday to talk about the spiritual connection to our pets and honor those pets that we've lost. And, okay, I'm still not reading all that. All right, so I think we are good. Afterwards, we have a prayer. If any of this touched your heart and you'd like to sit with someone, we have prayer partners, as Luis mentioned afterwards. We have dining room, coffee, food. We have a deep dive after. Anything else, folks who are in the know, that I'm missing? I think we're good. Thank you. Take one of these.
We have one more announcement. On September 15th to October 15th is Hispanic Heritage Month. So it's a good time to start considering learning about, educating others about the contributions of the Hispanic and Latino community here in Denver. All right, with that, let us do our closing prayer. That was beautiful what Alice said. So I'm a Reiki practitioner just starting out. That's also a great practice. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let us breathe together. Breathe out. Breathing in love. Breathing out light. Thank you. And to the God of many names, our Creator of infinite good, we say thank you for bringing us together on this auspicious day of the full moon, this weekend of the full harvest moon. We're thankful that we got to be here to honor our ancestors and that elder within us and cultivate that wisdom within us. Recognizing that one day we will be the ancestors. Thank you for this time spent together. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your most loving presence to this space. And so it is. Amen. Now, if you'll stand for our community song.
That there's just too little of what the
No, not just for some, but for everyone. No, not just for some, oh, but just for
How are you? Good to see you. Oh, so.